three kills on Slime 4KT.
A good push up from Slime 4KT. I really don't hate on them for that, but great defense from Undead Crow. Good attempt all around. Either way, the next circle did shift down south, so not quite that stall bar finish that we were hoping for, but it is the stall bar hills, and they are tricky to play around, Max.
Clash got a compound. As long as they do not move, they're going to be having priority, though. It's a very high level of success position to be on these kind of circles. They're pretty tricky. And you know that teams could try and contest it, especially the likes of Blaze could be going for it. Onyx also. I think that there's going to be so many teams already pitting that position down on Google Maps and saying, we want to go to that location. And that's going to be ours. So we're just going to be finding the first turn to the right and making that our next compound in the future. Though the main issue here in these kind of circles in Pyramid teams are downhill. Whichever teams are down below, such as Fate and also Evolution, those are going to be the teams that are going to have to do the most effort to just get even the slightest bit of land to go their way.
Onyx have been playing really well in this game, by the way. I've noticed them. They took out a player from Footballers. I think they took down a player or two from Gaijin down on the southeast side. They're playing extremely solid in this game. No, sorry, not player Gaijin. I forget exactly who it was, but they did take down a player, maybe from Fate. But yeah, I've definitely been noticing they're playing pretty well as Gaijin get caught out. Nice sprays from Mohammed.
Marco still going to be here for the side of SNP. I said if they're a little bit quick on their feet to rotate, they might be good. And now they're going to be gatekeeping on the other side of the coin, unlike game number one, where they were getting gatekept into the side of Crate and George Paul. So I do like that improvement for sure, but it's still going to be a really hard terrain to play around. And I know that gatekeeping on a slope like this is just not going to be an easy task at hand.
No.
So Gaijin just going to try their best to move away from that position, picking up the cars, but they're just trying to delay the almost impossible to avoid is going to be taking a fight. The circle moves actually away from the compound of Clash. So this is anyone's game to take.
Max, there's only one team in the circle right now. That is Clash. SMP indeed looking to capitalize off the back of Gaijin's uncertainty, the lack of information inside the circle. I believe there's just one player left standing on the edge of this western side of Stallbar. Marco's going to fire on in. He's going to get knocked down, though. Mishi indeed confirms one up, and he keeps his dream alive.
Yeah, Marco just got fired up after that one. Very unfortunately, still down to one. It's not going to be fun for the side of SAKR, though. Still going to give it a fair good shot. Potentially a little bit of third party from down below. He's just going to have to keep him on the move. And now good spray from down below. Mishi makes it work out for Gaijin. What an upset in that fight for sure, despite SNP being the gatekeepers of the Northwest. And now we said it. We talked about this circle especially. No one is central. And on these circles, if you go center, you're going to be the main clown of the party. You don't want to play there. You want to play edge and try and decimate as many teams on the outskirts as humanly possible. As we said already in Pure, this is a horrible circle to play with. This is not fun by any stretch of the imagination. As OMC and M249, that could be a little bit of a decisive factor coming into this late game circle.
Nice awareness, nice awareness. The smoke is thrown out. He's going to look for the revive. That's a great flank coming out from the side of Onyx. The circle on phase 5 has shifted away over onto the west side, so they need to close out this fight as quickly as possible.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was actually a lot of bullets actually connecting with the M249 for that kind of range. That was an insane attempt, but unfortunately, not close enough. No cigar, so it's not going to be the end. That's going to be Team Big out in 12th position. 11 teams still up and remaining, but we know that by having 33 players still up, not a lot of these teams are still up as a 4-man squad, which there is actually a team I see on the minimap that went dead center, which is very... Is that Fate? Is that Fate? No way. That is insane if that's actually Fate into that position. I would not expect them to go so central. It's such a hard position to hold on to, but they gave it their best shot, so fair enough. And now everyone is just going to be sending it into the circle. Imperium in the cars. It's an all-hell finish. But only a few will be able to make it alive from this phase 5 at least. This is not great to see so many teams die this early onto the game, but the circle and the terrain makes it so. Footballists also down southwest, they're going to have to try their best, but man, yeah, it's going to be Fate dead center. And the circle keeps going hardship down south. Oh no, this is so hard for the teams up north, Imperium.
It's so hard. This is unbelievably difficult. Blaze are going to lose another player. They have one left in the blue. It's going to be Evolution that's going to definitely benefit from that circle shift down south, while Footballers with that AKM on that 4X puts a pressure on the teams around them.
Yeah, Fate, though, the low ground, the only time they can really survive these kind of central positions is with good usage of utility, especially the smokes, which seems like is going to be kind of increasing the expiry date for some time. Is that going to be long enough? Not too sure about that one. That is for sure, homie. Zemia Assassin still going to be putting a toll on this team. GSMC, they also got to go for the res. So everyone's just trying to buy as much time as possible. They don't want to fully commit and full send it just yet, because they know that this central position, especially up north, is fully contested. You need to clear as many teams as possible before you even just fathom about the idea of rotating with a car or even just full sending it by foot. So here is going to be an absolute fiesta when it comes down to kills.
You have to take a step-by-step, foot-by-foot, shot-by-shot, bullet-by bullet if you're going to enter these circles without suffering either casualty or the death of your team in total. Middle Eastern Assassins did take a little bit of time to push down, but now that they found a player of GSMC, and they get the knockdown, Max.
That's it. See you later, respect. That was a nice attempt for them, but this is going to be it. Every single time they see an opportunity, just going to full send it onto a team, commit, eliminate them, and then go on to the next engage. Though football is still down to 2. The ROM died very early on into this game. Soke, the IGL, and also Lux are still going to be good to go, though can they get the res on their teammate? I think that on that position, especially on the roads, is not going to be an easy thing to achieve unless they use some smokes. We could be seeing some good outcomes coming out from the boys or footballists from Turkey, but now the circle, the blue zone is going to be wrapping around all of these guys. MEA is going to be actually losing their last player. Fate also. So apparently going central was not the play for those guys, as GSMC are still going to be up and going in this position, contesting all of the north away. They're going to be having a few of their players actually get knocked it down to 1. Gaijin also lose their life. We were 10 teams just literally 30 seconds ago, and now we're down to 5. 50%. We just got Thanos snap into this one.
Blink and you'll miss it, my friend. Blink and you will miss it. Clash are still alive as well. They currently have five kills on the board, but down they go. Evolution clean them up. Are they going to get the 2 chicken dinners in the 2 Erangel games?
It feels like it. They're going to do exactly what happened in the MEO Finals East. One team taking themselves the 2 first chicken dinners on this map. Under Crow also going to be taking the L out in 3rd. And it's going to be Footballist versus Evolution. Though, it's going to be a nice 3v1. Soke, we've seen this guy many times in the PMGC. It doesn't matter how many players going up against, can still take it for himself. Unfortunately, that shot is not going to be connecting to close it off. And this will be back-to-back chicken dinners for Evolution on this good old fancy.